still connected to the source after Asylum cleared all connections. And I'm the one who repaired it.
The Grand Gate would take him right to the heart of things then.
Exactly.
Stanhill thought he could... what? Sneak down there and fix things somehow? Tear down the veil?
His hope was to go down and secure a working space, sealed off from the distracted Surgeborn. He wants to eventually fix things with the help of the Spindle. All glory to his family.
That arrogant idiot.
He'd read in his personal archives there was a system designed to shut down the source. In the hopes of discovering how it worked, he had been feeding information to the Spindle about it in drips.
Meaning she might have been working on a fix for the source without knowing it.
Then we have to pursue her research, clearly.
Good. But we still have the problem Stanild never saw coming. A great Surgeborn.
Which almost certainly will be unkillable if it operates like every other Surgeborn. It's hard to imagine any place more full of tangles than the literal source of the magic that's overflowing.
On that, I have an idea. If I'm right, we might be able to turn the tables and remove its advantage. I'll need Bryn's help if that's all right with everyone.
Of course. If it gives us a chance, we have to take it.
I agree.
Has anyone just thought to ask the Talon?
What would we ask it? Favorite color? Favorite way to disembowel Ashar?
No, she's right. It has clearly demonstrated an interest in Bryn. Maybe she could pry some information out of it.
I'm not sure I'll get much. But I'm also sure I'm not going to think it's my friend. So, worth exploring?
Then we have a path forward. Sev will pursue his thoughts on dealing with that beast.
My people have started calling it the Herald.
Of destruction? Doom?
Why not both? As I said, people are on edge.
Fine. Sev pursues weakening this Herald. We work with the Axle to look into the Spindle's latest research. And if she feels like it, Bryn has a chat with our imprisoned Surgeborn.
As good a path forward as we are going to find. Let's call it here and get to work.
Okay, there we go. Y'all probably wasn't hearing a word I was saying earlier. I was just checking this junk out, and it was like for some reason.
I have sacrificed everything for us.
I still can't believe she's gone.
Yeah, y'all missed
Her death could have been prevented if...
So we'll check and see when we go back.
Never mind. I can't even go there right now.
Alright, I was just checking on my phone, seeing what the video was doing. It's on there. It says 24 hours and change, but then I tried to type on it. It's basically saying like, yeah, this video is not blah blah blah. Anywho, let's get this right out. Y'all see this? It's moving even though I'm in Streamlabs. I'm back. Consult with Don about this too.
Do you know what's amazing?
Tell me.
Digging into the past and salvaging relics that change your understanding of everything we do. Maybe this is old hat for you, because you've been free to do it for so long.
I haven't been doing it that long. But I can't imagine it will ever get old.
Well, good. So, our relics of the day are those scries we recovered, which work very much like yours. which demolishes my original bet on ours having been affected by this surge somehow. My best guess now is that they're working so well because they were packed up so tight. I floated the idea with Dom and he was pretty into it. Want to join me in following up?
Oh, don't need me to do the asking this time?
No. I'm getting the hang of this.
Bryn, I examined the wreckage at the Grand Gate after everything that transpired there.
Found something useful?
A kinetic strand, in fact. The Ark must have torn it from the Herald's pattern in the chaos of the battle.
Think we could weave it into my mantle?
I don't see why not. Its pattern appears to be quite similar to those found on wild creatures and Archons.
All right.
Yeah.
We need
Okay,
every
pretty
advantage.
fine.
Then let's get to work.
Well, I still work for it, you know. Sometimes time.
And we're finished. This will be quite the powerful addition to your mantle.
How so?
This strand can twist kinetic magic into a tunnel. In battle, you could push debris or enemies through it and send them flying through the air quite forcefully.
Could I jump through it?
I suppose you could.
Hey,
nothing that would
there's
need
a
to it.
lot of tall buildings, flying creatures. This is going to be great.
What?
You're right.
Launching rocks.
Just try to be careful.
Let's hurry up. We can test this out.
It's good you're here, Bryn.
We have a scrinundrum.
Skriddle?
Ah, damn it.
You two are fun. To business, though.
Do you not have them?
Lost in our mad. I hadn't felt the urgent need to replace them just yet.
Oh, shit. The main quest.
Could we not borrow some from Eric's people?
I tried. I would consider their tools.
He's saying they're bad.
I'm saying they're bad, but politely.
You got an enchanter on your team, bro. You got an enchanter. And he a spirit mage, bro.
We haven't needed these tools until now?
Like most Enclave enchantments, the
brass
scries
goes
are
with your
incredibly
craftsman.
durable. I normally maintain ours every few months. We had more pressing matters at hand until this mystery reared its head.
What exactly do these tools involve?
They are so very fiddly. Small optics for examining the casing, tiny enchanted ones to tug at the patterns that form the images and keep the sound clear. That sort of thing. Like tuning an instrument?
This is usually the part where I find myself wrestling a giant lizard or something. So you might as well just tell me now.
Bryn, you never fail to cut to the heart of the matter.
A flower?
Not
And the tricky part, Dom was telling me, is that it can't be moved via any kind of teleportation.
What?
No loom gates and such.
Oh, Lord.
Indeed, and complicating matters, it withers very quickly once picked. Lane and I can stabilize it, but we'll need our workstations here to do so, which means...
I'm going to have to run.
Pretty much. Sorry about that.
You teleport.
I'll just stretch extra.
Yes, in the swamp not...
Sounds like a...
Yeah. Let's test that
That tree is still ripe with inspiration, Lane?
in the video.
I appreciated your candor in the meeting, Sev.
It was terrifying. Wasn't sure I'd be allowed to stay. You
Got beats
didn't
like
get
a
to voice
coma.
an opinion with the others. Are we?
Well, either way, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm not going to pin a medal on you, because Solus says we shouldn't waste the materials. But you did good, big guy. We're a team. And it's good to know you're still with us.
I knew something was wrong the moment that thing started talking to me when Stanild wasn't around. It was very focused on you.
Me?
So much so that it said the only way the plan would succeed was if you talked to it.
Whoa.
It reeked of trap. I didn't survive a decade around Tarzan Norians without picking up when someone's holding a knife behind their smile.
But you still took me down there.
Sorry. An educated risk. I felt there was nothing it could do and wanted the whole band to hear it talk. I don't think it understood we have the scry.
And Stanild wouldn't use one, of course.
The Talon was his deepest secret. Whom would he tell?
Can you tell me more about Stanild's plans for once he went through the Grand Gate?
He was counting on Isla. She was exceptional at protective fields. But even then, no. I don't think he had a real plan. The Talon had convinced him he'd be able to survive, and fool that he was, he trusted it. We can't afford that mistake. But I have a theory. You know how the weather sometimes skews wildly hot and cold?
Right. The aeroliths.
What else do we see on similar cycles?
Miasma.
Exactly. So, it follows.
You think the aeroliths are able to affect raw magic somehow?
I do. And in Stanild's private records and designs. I found notes, specifically on aeroliths with Norian commentary.
You think the Norians were involved in their creation?
It would certainly explain why Tarza had such access to aeroliths before the Surge. If I'm right, this might be the key to making the source survivable.
Fewer tangles means less dead me. Absolutely. Where do we start?
You'll need to head to the Watersmith area of the Institute, and I'll guide you from there.
eats, bro.
It's going to look great. Fit for a point.
hate to do this when we're already dealing with something like 7 distinct major crises each day. I've got 2 pieces of bad news. Which one do you want to hear first?
The one where I live. Yeah, so choose alternative.
First
so
one.
it's like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Excellent choice.
throw it on
We have a
face,
stove problem.
like she said.
We use specially enchanted coals to maximize burn time and minimize weight, and we're dead out of them. And second, the stove itself is dented. Rather badly.
What? How did that happen?
I don't know. I don't do stove maintenance. I'm the logistics girl. Maybe Seth sat on it.
He's still got bum fur, so if he did, it wasn't on.
Regardless, this is a Dom and Solar fix. One problem each.
I'm not sure they're in the best place right now.
Going on.
That's why I'm asking you. They both love you, and can be growing up for the good of the group. Arya's already sick of salad. The spindle sacrificed everything for us. We could have lost Bryn just as quickly as we lost her.
We didn't, though.
I'm back.
Hey, mind if we talk somewhere private?
Lead the
Yes,
way.
I do. I don't like being alone.
I won't be returning to expeditions. I've known for a while now, but I couldn't bring myself to admit it. My days as Point are over.
I thought you were recovering from your injury.
Not as well as I should be. That I got injured at all was a sign that I'm not as fast as I used to be. I should count myself lucky. Not many Points get a career this long, but I'm not ready for this to end.
Yeah, back up.
Especially here, of all places. What kind of legacy is it to reach the Enclave only to sit by the fire?
But you've had an incredible career. And it isn't ending just because you can't go on expeditions.
I know, but it's not the same. And some part of me was hoping to end on a big score. I thought if I found out who my father was, If he turned out to be some great weaver like my mother, it's silly.
Tell me.
I thought I could solidify my legacy in history. Make sense of what my own contributions have been, if anything at all.
You're an incredible weaver in your own right. You don't need impressive parents to prove that. And if you had to pick your last act as point, isn't finding your way into the Enclave the biggest score of all? You're everything I want to be.
That's very kind. Maybe in time I'll make peace with what my career has been. But for now, it's too raw.
Is there anything I can do?
Unless you can give me a few years back. This is grief I'll need to sit with for a while.
I understand. I wish there was something I could do to help Aurea see herself the way I see her. Lane knows a thing or two about recording legacies.
It was at 3, then now it's at 2, then it's at 1. It's whatever though, I'm here.
Ah, good.
Yes?
Anyway,
Yes, please, let's talk.
How did we run out of coal anyway?
sure. But then we ended up in the Enclave.
I don't easily have the materials to process.
Great, if I'm good.
So I'll
Go to...
Yep.
Lane, I was wondering if you could help me with something.
What is it?
Well, it turns out Aurea's search for her father wasn't just about finding her family.
Crusades into one's lineage rarely are. Let me guess. She didn't
She
find the
inherited
missing
some power
piece
that
of
she don't
herself
even
that
know
she
about
hoped
yet.
she would. And now she's having an existential crisis.
Yeah, that kind of sums it up.
It
But don't
happens.
forget
So,
that homeboy
what has all
said
this
that
really
he
been
couldn't
about?
even use the illusion
She
like
knows she needs to retire. And she's struggling with what her legacy has
that. Yeah, they
been.
giving it the back.
People never seem to recognize their own success.
Yeah, I was hoping you could help with that. After all, isn't chronicling a legacy your specialty?
We could certainly commemorate her career with a written account. A lovely idea. I would suggest we personalize it with anecdotes from each of our traveling companions, as they've been in Aurea's band longer than you or I. Would you interview them for me? Legacies may be my specialty, but you might have the leg up when it comes to connecting with others.
Sure, I can do that. Any tips on what to ask them?
Ask whatever you like. Maybe you want a few or some readers. Why?
Me?
Of course. We'll need your input. What has Aurea meant to you?
Aurea?
Great. Take note.
You are hardly in any position to make lofty demands. The Council convened and unanimously stripped you of your role. You no longer hold the privileges of the Eye.
And how quickly did you convene that council? You hardly waited for my daughter's body to cool.
She is dead because of you. Because of your reckless behavior and deception, no less.
Hirun, how dare you? Every decision I've made, every action I've taken has been for her protection.
Abandoning her at the Grand Gate was for her protection. We all saw you on the scry. And that is Khan Artemay to you, Kenrick.
Is this a bad time?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
No. You're more than welcome at Cassidon's Hold. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
I came to offer my condolences. To both of you.
Oh. Thank you.
In the end, she was braver than any of us could have imagined. She took a stand and did what she believed was right. I owe her my life.
She was exceptional. It's hard to imagine the Enclave will ever recover from this loss.
Then why are you so opposed to giving her the funeral she deserves?
With the Surgeborn swarming Denevron, we can't risk a trip to the Hallowpire Rise.
For generations, every Stanild has received the rite of ashes upon death. Isla will not be the exception to this.
Could I perform the rite on your behalf?
You? Don't tell me you're a Hallowpire priestess on top of being a righteous pain in my ass.
Skies, do you want a funeral or not? She's our best option.
Isla saved my life. I want to help you honor her death.
I suppose you do owe her that. Fine. For the rite of ashes, you need to burn an object that was sacred to the deceased upon the high pyre. As you collect the ashes, you must read a rite aloud to thank the flames for bringing the deceased to rest.
Do you have an object that was sacred to Isla?
Isla's most prized possessions aren't in Cassidon's Hold. She had a secret refuge in Dredger's Mire. You're sure to find something. She was always sneaking away at night to work there.
You knew she was sneaking out of Cassidon's Hold.
I knew my daughter better than she realized. Return to me with the ashes.
Thank you, Bryn.
Ridiculous! The Stanilds have been receiving the rite of ashes at the Hallowpire Rise for generations. That Hirun doesn't want to send a mourning party is an insult to her memory.
That's not fair. You know Khan Artemay would love to give Isla.
Don't say her name.
All I'm saying is the Axel lost someone too. You don't need to make this harder on her.
And who, pray tell, is working to ease my pain? The answer is in the silence. No one. You certainly wear emergency powers of authority comfortably.
I'm going to let Arik power the scry for your run with the blue brim.
Appreciate it, Aurea.
You could use the practice.
might be Isla's secret refuge. It's actually not too far from Lucia's workshop.
That's as far as I can push the stride.
restoring the arcs. Darm's right. We will need to continue the research. What might she consider for the right? An Archon. Darm, do you think this could work for the Rite of Ashes?
It's perfect.
Huh. Also had a copy of On the Workings of Archons, marked with annotations, just like Lucia's. Wait, I'm losing you.
Hear me better now?
Yeah. Weird. The scry was cutting out.
Strange. At any rate, could be useful. Once you've completed the ritual, I'll take a look.
to place the toy ark on the High Pyre. This place never fails to impress. Just imagine it before the veil went up. Wouldn't have had to scavenge volcanically treated coal at any rate. Sad to burn such a sweet toy. Though the flame abates and the ash grows cold, let she who worshipped you rest in eternal warmth.
Beautiful, Braid.
I'm sure I learned.
There it is again. The scry is cutting in and out. Dom? Aurea?
We're... Can you hear me now?
You're back.
While you bring the ashes to Cassidon's hold, I'll analyze the scry. Something strange is afoot.
Your idea to commemorate Aurea's career with Lane is lovely. How can I help?
If you were to summarize Oria's influence on your life, what would that be?
Aurea saved me from serious burnout with the Eudean relief efforts. Not to mention saving me from myself a second time here in the Enclave. I don't know if I'd still be here without her. Or any of you, for that matter. Anyway, the longer I worked the relief ships, the worse the fatigue hit me. And I think that had become my entire identity. Barely a few minutes into meeting me, Aurea asked if I ever thought of becoming a weaver. I thought she was mad. But I guess she had observed me giving orders and organizing shipments on the docks all morning. By the end of our conversation, I had a new purpose and a home in our band.
That's perfect. Thank you for sharing.
My pleasure. Hard to imagine the arc that brought us through the veil is the key to securing the source.
I haven't known Aurea for as long as the others, but she's done a lot for me. I'd like to help with your project if I can.
Of course, Sev.
What do you want to know?
What drew you to Aurea's Weaver Band?
Truthfully, it was Sola. I wanted to learn as a smith's apprentice, and her craftsmanship is unparalleled. But, I suppose, something she said about her leader always stuck with me. She said that Aurea valued competence and accountability above all else. It didn't matter what your station was or where you came from. In the Norian Order, station was all that mattered, along with towing the line. I don't know. I thought it would be freeing to just focus on the work for once.
I suppose getting trapped with us wasn't the freeing experience you hoped for.
In some ways, no. But it's nice to be valued for my work, instead of my ability to cover for a superior's poor behavior.
Thanks, Sev.
Glad to be of service.
Do you mind if I borrow a quill, Dom?
Another one.
Yes, please.
Fine.
Bren, I love what you're doing for Aurea. How can I help?
What do you think Aurea's bravest moment has been?
I think she's living through it right now.
How so?
Aurea loves danger. hunting wild creatures, delving into dark ruins, pushing the boundaries of her magical abilities. But in my opinion, moments of true courage come from facing your fears, and Arya's never been afraid of danger. But recognizing that it's time to let go of what she loves and step down, leaving everything she's built in your hands, that takes more courage than she's ever had to muster. I don't think she could do it if it weren't for you.
Wow. Thank you, Zola.
Happy to help.
You know, a lot of points struggle with transitioning into a Watcher's role full-time. And there's never been a point more passionate than Arya.
I know. I hope this eases her pain.
I'm sure it will. Now, what can I do to help?
We'll definitely highlight Ori's accomplishments, but I'm wondering if you've got any lighter stories to share.
Oh, there was this one time I had to borrow a pair of her trousers after an experiment went awry. Well, borrowed without asking first.
So you stole her trousers? And they fit you?
It was wash day, and I was trying to accelerate the drying process with a little magical heat. When all my clothes went up in flames, no one else in the camp would let me touch theirs. So I borrowed a pair from Arya while she was out on an expedition, hoping to find a solution before she returned. Alas, I did not. When she came back, she simply cocked a brow and said they looked better on me than her. I still have those trousers. They're comfortable, so I wear them on wash day for a laugh. And if I have to belt them above my ribs, so be it.
Thanks for sharing, Dom.
hand is cramped. But the account of Oria's career is finished.
Great. I'll gather everyone if you're ready to present it.
I'll need to ice my quill hand. But of course.
Let's hope she likes this.
She will.
What's going on?
We wanted to present the latest addition to Lane's archive to you, together. We all contributed, though credit goes to Lane for compiling and writing it.
I've titled it A True and Personal Account of Oria Silverbeak Harpinet.
What is going on?
We wanted to do something special to commemorate your time as Point.
You didn't have to do all this.
We did. You've done more for each of us time and time again.
No one is more deserving of a place in Weaver history than you, Oria.
So we took it upon ourselves to write you one.
As a thank you for everything.
I don't know what to say.
Lane, why don't you read just the opening?
Oria Silverbeak, as she came to be known, was born to Sharian Harpinet and Eugenius Osphine inside the Enclave just before the Surge.
Osphine.
Though she never knew her father, her mother hoped Oria would follow in her footsteps as a skilled enchantress within the Maida. But Oria decided to become a Point, blazing her own trail. Something she would continue to do throughout her career, bigger and bolder each time. We'll let you read the rest on your own.
We hope this account will help you see yourself and your accomplishments the way we see you.
I'm at a loss. All I can say right now is thank you.
Bryn, I was so moved by what you did for Oria. It's clear she means a lot to all of you.
Thank you. She does.
But her father, Eugenius Osphine, I know who he is.
You do?
Yes, and I want you to make an offering for his grave. I can give you a key swatch to reach it.
Wait, you know where it is?
I do. And I'm sure Oria would love to watch you visit on the scry.
Okay, but shouldn't we tell her?
Trust me, this is something you should show her directly. Come back when you've got the offering and I'll give you the key swatch.
back. Yeah, and I had to configure this mess. I had to switch up from using the microphone port on the controller itself to the one using the USB, the audio jack port on the computer. So now I'm here. But outside of that though, yeah, we're back. Alright. Damn loud, so screaming. Midnight, I'm dreaming. Dark side, I'm whistling with my people, I'm not screaming. This is what I'm doing. Beastin', I'm already through it. I don't got time, so let's get right down to it. Minding my own business, doing my own thing. Switching on my night side, yeah, I'm in the frame. Boxed out, yeah. In your window, yeah. Peeping through your shit. Oh, yeah, I gotta stop now. Anywho, yeah, so. Yo, that beat goes so hard, it reminds me of MacGyver. That's what's so bad about it. See, yeah, it's MacGyver. Oh man, dang, reckless. Oh man. Alright. Zell. gonna lie. I'm gonna pick this girl because the name reminds me of this TV show I had watched a while ago. It was like a dude and this girl, they were traveling the galaxy. And then there was this whole mission about this lady who had pearls and everything, and man, it was so thorough. Like, once I remember it, then I let y'all know. But at the point of time, I cannot for the hell of me. Oh man, that's nice. Ooh, dang. Yeah, I'm gonna go with adventure. So yeah, I'll go for the story mode and speed things up. But you know, gotta have some fun. Dang, I don't even want to play that. Hey, if I hit play on that right there, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna notice. Here, I'm gonna mute myself. Shoot from my place on for Immortals. This game fun with my mode right now. I ain't saying that. But still, let me do this first. See how it is. I understand. This is what the game plan is. Truthfully, I want to go hop in the bed, but I still want a game. So at the same time, I'm gonna do both things, but I can't do both things. I'm doing YouTube and Twitch. Twitch revolves me doing my gaming there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop on Kick. I'm gonna hop on Kick. We're gonna watch some anime, y'all. We're gonna watch some anime for a little bit. And after I get what I need, I'm gonna get on it. So if I go sleep, at least I can binge watch the anime for the rest of the night. Hopefully do it some point. Swallow Star. So it's like the weekend. Check me out. But you give it 3 seconds to like migrate everything. And get everything back up on. And then next time you see me, if I am on, still, it'll be over on Kick. And outside of that, y'all good, y'all good, y'all not interested in the hot spot. I can't catch it. Hey, you got brain. So